Hello, friends. Where does our help come from? Our help is in the name of the Lord who made the heavens and the earth, and our help is in Jesus Christ, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I don't know about you, but I felt worn out after the events of this weekend. I felt heavy-hearted. This whole COVID thing, of course, has been hard on all of us, hard on the leadership of this church, and we've already been anxious about that. And then the terrible, terrible death of George Floyd happened that last week, and it seemed like the whole world exploded, including downtown Grand Rapids, and it just made me realize how deep the divides are in our society and how much racial mistrust is still embedded in our society and in our hearts. And I know that as a church, and we're working on this, we're going to have to find ways and things to do to fight against the racial mistrust that's in our hearts and in the racial mistrust that's embedded in society. And we will find those things. But I admit to you that sometimes I am not sure what to do. We will do something. But there are days where I wonder, Lord, what do we do? We will do something, but in the meantime, being in this sanctuary is something I do that gives me hope. I'm just a couple blocks away from the carnage when I'm in this place, but in this room, I am surrounded by the story of Jesus Christ, my Lord, and in this place, I'm reminded where my hope comes from. And I want to share with you why this space gives me comfort in times like this and helps me with my heart. And I'm going to do that by showing you a couple windows. Do you see that window there? That's the oldest window in our church. It's at the very back of the sanctuary. It's Jesus kneeling in the Garden of Gethsemane just before he's about to go to the cross. And he's kneeling in anguish because he's taking on the sins of the entire world. And not just the personal heart sins of this world, but all the injustices and all the meanness and all the violence he's taking into himself, and he's praying for it. That's Christ at his lowest point, Christ in anguish. And now if I flip it around, there's our great mission window. And look at the very top. What do we see? That's Jesus ascended in glory. That's Jesus after he suffered and died and resurrected, and now he's ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. That's triumphant Jesus, who has already overcome all my sin and all the injustice of this world, including the injustice of racism. That's the front of the sanctuary. So from the back of the sanctuary to the front of the sanctuary, I am embraced by a Jesus who goes down to the depths for me and then raises me up to the heights. And that's so comforting for me. I said before that I don't know exactly what to do in the face of the brokenness in our city and the racial divide. We will do something. But in the meantime, I get comfort from being in this space. And starting tomorrow, starting this Thursday, we're going to offer an opportunity for some of you to come into this space and maybe in the silence of this place to feel the comfort of your Lord. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning from 7:30 to 9, you can sign up online or sign in up by calling into the church office. And you can come in anytime during that window from 7:30 to 9 in the morning and just sit here in this place, blocks away from where all the brokenness and the carnage is, and remember who is Lord, and pray for his help for your heart and for our city. And for now, may the peace of Christ go with you wherever you may be. May he guide you through the wilderness and protect you through the storm. May he fill you with thanksgiving for the wonders he has shown you, and may he bring you home rejoicing face to face again once more.